Hello, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam with the 24th session of the New Divines Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We have Eric as Stan, Austin as Rolfur, David as Terry, Bob as the Old Man, Ryan as Billy. Let's see here. Last time, Billy basically just hung out at the tavern, or the tower. I can read my handwriting. The tower, spreading the news of himself, trying to get some more followers. The old man continued messing with the family, now by removing the daughter from the household, to reunite her with her star-crossed lover.
We're accomplices.
But really just trying to build up the terror within the family, I gather. Whereas Stan, Terry, and Rolfur went to the police station and got a cop to come and take him and put him in the Oubliette by request for some reason. Well, Alice seemingly has returned out to the city to try and make a difference under Terry's urging.
I swear, Adam, if you make that come back to me.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's the only reason I keep bringing it up.
Everyone has to pay for their sins.
Especially for us.
So, let's pick up
Especially
with...
little girls with extremely offensive abilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, disgusting.
So, let's pick up with Old Man. I think you just repurchased some rope since Stan took yours?
Yes, I purchased 500 feet of rope.
Yes. So he counted on the rope, and you have this giant... he's like, do you have a cart or something?
Portal hole.
I recognize that desk.
No, like he... Well, I'm not paid to ask any questions. Puts it on the desk.
Toss it in there.
Pull it off, I'm like, what, you don't keep a desk for your stationery?
No.
Boats rock. Boats are very tipsy-turvy. You gotta have a stable place to write things. Makes life so much easier.
Wonderful. Wonderful. A very nice desk, too. The leather sides. Only seen that workmanship one other place.
Anyone else in the shop?
Yep.
Okay. So, does a... You know what? No, I won't kill him.
I'm just like... He already said he wasn't paid to ask questions.
Yeah, he might have just vanished into the portable hole.
So what do you do from there?
I am going to track down the head of the family, that girl's father, and follow him for the day and spy on him using pass without a trace.
How do you track him down?
And dimension door. What?
How do you track him down?
I'm going to start from his home, and if he's not there, I'm going to circle out from there and try and find him.
How do you find out if he's there?
I will use Birdie to spy through his window.
Okay. He's not in his office, if that's where you're looking.
Okay, then I'm going to mouse around the house.
Okay, so you enter the home. In other words. Okay.
Yeah, I'll enter the home and sneak around, and I'd prefer to find a guard to duplicate and just bluff my way through it.
Okay.
If I can.
Easy enough. Walking about, trying to find where he's at. Oh yeah, guards looks over. Weren't you
Do I
supposed to
need,
be
like,
watching the back door? Weren't you supposed to be watching the tower?
Gonna do a deception to convince him that I'm trying to find the boss to ask him a question about days off.
He's should be watching the front.
Oh, no, the head of the family.
You should watch your mouth.
You're asking Barnabas? You're asking Barnabas about days off? What would he have to do with that?
I might have a lead on something profitable.
You should probably at least wait for him to finish breakfast.
Okay. Probably wise. I'll go back to the back door.
Okay.
Just, cut you in if you keep quiet. And then
Nothing to
I
say anyways.
sneak away from there, and yeah, then I will just follow him around. I don't know.
As a guard. Sneak
Well,
into
he's
the...
swearing.
Well, I snuck away. Can I mouse and scout out the rest of the house?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you just scouting the house, or are you just looking for him?
Looking for him.
Easy enough to find the dining room. So yeah, he's eating.
Okay.
Just wait and watch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and just gonna spy on him for the day, basically. So tell me what sneaky rolls I can make.
Alright. There's some discussion between him and the missus. That Isabel was hadn't shown up for breakfast. That she'll go check on her afterwards. They finish their meal, and they both sort of get up, and walk out of the room. As
Sneaky.
Okay, so you follow, and they'll go up. He goes to his office, while she continues on to the top floor.
I'm gonna sneak back behind the curtains where I was previously.
Okay.
And just keep an ear out, as it were.
The oil barrel has been moved into a corner, and there is a smaller, less ornate desk that has been brought into this same room that he is now.
Do I
from.
think I could fit it into the portable? How many deaths can I take? I probably can't fit it without stacking them.
Yeah, you definitely have to stack them.
It'd be hard.
But you'd be hard. You have a hard time trying to figure that out. Well, with your mouse brain,
Yes.
can't quite do the math.
Paw. This is obviously how a mouse moves.
So cute. A little time progresses. Knock on the door. Mrs. re-enters. She holds open a opened letter. She's ran off. Apparently you didn't string up that Maxwell good enough. Got some old man to help him. She
Some old man.
She turns to walk away. You're behind him, so you can't quite catch his expression as to the knowledge. But otherwise, he's reading. Slams his fist on the desk.
The small desk.
Yes, the small desk. Begrudgingly kind of gets up, finishes closing the door that she hadn't quite left. Locks his door. Sits in the middle of the room, like kneels on the middle of his room.
All the while, you're getting benign prayers that don't actually mean anything to you. Busy.
Move up to the chair.
Mr. Oldman, I believe we'd come up with the accord that you are going to leave my daughter out of this.
I appear in the chair, sitting at his desk.
Falls to the... falls on his rump.
No, I said that we would come to an accord. Unfortunately, a
Hold on.
previous deal.
He's trying to shoot you.
To slay a god.
Just appeared out of nowhere in his office. He freaked out.
I've noticed that before, so I'm not the one being attacked.
I also wasn't ready for it, so I didn't have that page pulled up. Looking for person on jetpack. Because I know the numbers I need are near the jetpack person.
All I'm
He
hearing
does
is that
have
we can get
disadvantage
jetpack.
for the
Where's the
record,
jetpack? Why does he have disadvantage?
because I have a cloak of displacement.
I don't. I was gonna say, when he rolled a 3, I don't think he needed disadvantage. But the second roll is a 1.
Is he using a gun? Because those misfire.
I don't think they do.
Or do they not anymore? 'Cause
No.
They used to miss. They misfired in Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder, but Pathfinder was
Also, 3rd edition.
wonderful. No, this is very simplified options for that. Yeah, no.
Barnabas
Yeah,
takes
nothing
a
on.
gun and tries to shoot old
Yeah,
man.
so he pulls out his pistol,
Fails.
smoothbore, and shoots out the window behind
I
you.
just look at him and I go, well, that wasn't very polite.
Put that away, you'll hurt yourself.
Throws it on the ground. Kind of leans on the desk. Give me my daughter.
Your daughter is her own person, and off on quite a merry adventure.
Really? Because if she thinks that I told her or desired something, then you must have been messing with her mind.
I didn't mess with her mind, I just spoke to her, much as I spoke to you. Ah, the power of prayer.
Making yourself an illusion to be some other person that you're not. Because you're some fancy college mage.
Mage.
Quite full of yourself. And that's fine. I offered to come to an accord, but I would like my daughter back as part of the agreement.
Oh, I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
Not literally.
Still got a couple days.
The accord that
Well,
we're
then
going
there
to come
is
to,
no
and I'm-
accord to come to.
I lean forward, intimidation.
Go ahead.
It's just gonna make him scared.
Use thaumaturgy.
I can. I can use thaumaturgy to make the lights flicker.
Or to make your voice boom 3 times louder.
I need to remember
want
to
it
do
boom
that.
3 times louder. My eyes. No, wait. I'm gonna use it to make my eyes change into a black dark void, and 19 on my intimidation. The deal we're going to come to is where you find it within yourself to understand that there are beings greater, and you show a little goddamn respect.
I never said I didn't think you had more power than I did in a arcane sense. I was perfectly fine with that.
Power is not what I wield. It's what I am. I am a god. One of the new who have returned. Persuasion check? I don't know. He clearly doesn't believe me, so persuasion would work here, yeah?
You can try it.
That's it. 1. Alright, so 13 plus 13 is 26.
Very well. Presuming you are a god.
Allow me to prove it to you. Rapier, stab, 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 stab. I'm going to kill him and revivify him. He's going to spend about 30 seconds in a river of pain before I bring him back.
Okay.
You have Revivify?
I have Revivify. I'm a god.
He just has to prepare it that day, so it's all good.
What's the material component for Revivify?
Diamond dust.
Do you have it? Let's wait for him to return.
He got nothing!
So everything worked out perfectly. Excellent. Good to know. Now we can...
Do you have the material component for Revivify?
I believe I don't need it.
Okay, so you took the divine ability to not need it.
Oh.
Because the reason Eric doesn't need it is because Eric took it.
I still have it. I still have it. I just don't consume it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I need diamonds worth 3,000 gold.
300.
300 gold.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah.
And how long do you have for Revivify?
Okay, I wouldn't have cast if I knew I needed the ingredients for it.
Not that long.
I have 1 minute, so I wouldn't be able to do that.
So you don't stab him to death.
Yeah, because I can't.
Make an
Oh,
intelligence
please.
check.
You could totally stab him to death. I believe in you.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, then you're probably smart enough to be aware of.
19 plus 4, so...
Yeah. I'm smart enough to be aware of what you would need to not decide to do that then. Well, prove it how?
He's calling your bluff.
I know, I'm trying to
Whatever
see...
you do is no more than mere magic.
Kill him
If
anyway.
that means that you have transcended the magical boundaries of whatever anyone else the tower can do and declared godhood, then so be it. But use that benevolently, do not steal my daughter.
He is a mouse.
He's got you there.
I got you there, yeah.
I guess technically I get a save. He rolled another 1.
Yeah, he didn't make that. I pick up the mouse, I'm like, allow me to show you. And I'm going to Dimension Door and go get some diamonds. Me and my mouse are on a quest.
Do remember that if you kill him while he's a mouse, he turns back into a person. You have to kill him again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna kill him twice.
Just so you know.
Vic, I'm well aware of how many times I have to kill this man.
Also, just to be clear, what's your alignment?
Neutral evil.
There you go.
Not that.
Always
really,
have been.
Yeah.
Why do you...
As a paladin, and it's in it all over again.
Not
No,
that really
there was a lawful good issue in a long time ago game.
Just making sure everyone knows what page they're on.
So can I go get some diamonds?
Yeah, make a investigation check.
So you're just like wandering around town with a mouse like in front of them.
Don't
like
worry
this?
about my pet mouse. 24.
You find yeah, you find a store that sells some jewelry, some clothing. It's a secondhand store, but
Walk in, I go, need diamonds.
do you now, dearie? Like dangly earrings and nice neck? What did you have in mind?
More concerned about the stones than their appearance. If you have ugly jewelry that you can't move with big diamonds in it, I'm good with that.
Now, the wizards take that.
I ain't got nothing. Wizards cleaned me out.
I think I have a few of these. Got some dangly earrings and a necklace. I'll say you the lot for 100 gold.
Haggle them up to 300.
That's not how that works.
Pretty
so
sure that's explicitly how Adam makes it.
she has nothing else with diamonds in it?
No. Anything?
Okay,
anything
I'm
too
going to
fancy? He's been taken by the mages.
investigate the necklaces and
Yeah.
the dangly earrings.
I mean, they have diamonds. There's probably 80 gold worth of diamond on there.
Okay.
She's selling it for 100, so it's 100 gold with diamond.
There's metal on it too.
Okay. Does she know of anyone else who's selling diamonds?
Selling? No. I mean, there may be some resale shops or something around that has little bits. Again, don't know if you're aware, you're in the shadow of a mage's tower, and they use
Yes, I'm a.
gems and stuff for foci.
Yeah, okay, that's the word.
Okay, so Adam, you're telling me I have to go to the mage's tower.
She's
what
telling
she's
you that's
telling.
all she knows. If you want to try and
That's
find someone
not
else, you
something
can certainly try.
Okay.
It is all
Well,
correct.
I'm gonna.
I
first
know
of all-
somewhere else where there might be some.
But I'm not telling you.
Do I need to check his desk? Pretty sure you said
It's
it
not
was
in
just
his desk.
bags of coin. I mean, David could just get me some, but he's nowhere nearby.
I did get 8 charges off of it, so I do have enough to throw out some diamond.
Okay,
This
I'm
morning
gonna
was nice.
try to persuade her down in price.
You could pray to me. Pray to me.
That 26 persuasion to get down to 85.
Remember, if you get below
What
80,
she'll do with that is she'll get some tweezers and pry the diamonds out and sell them to you for the 80, keeping
Okay.
the settings.
remember, if they sell it to you for less, it's not worth 80.
Yeah,
That's not how that works.
That's how Adam says it works, and that's all that matters.
I said nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you now have 80 gold worth.
Okay, and yeah.
Passive
I'm
perception
gonna-
is 12.
Okay, I'm gonna do an insight check on the old lady
Okay.
to see if she's lying. That is small. I need you to be bigger. Insight. I have insight trained. 23.
She seems to believe herself.
What do you think there was like a celebrity stockpile?
Okay, so as I understand it, I came in and did I just ask her to actually inspect her wares?
I mean, you asked. You know, she pulled out a little drawer that had some other stuff in there. You didn't see anything else in there that looked like it was diamond.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go and look for a jeweler's secondhand shop, something like that.
Yeah. That's
I look for more diamonds. There's an investigation, yes?
Yeah.
Investigation is a +12, so that is a 23.
No other shop that seems to. You find a couple other, secondhand stores and kind of things, but none that have any diamond at all.
Did the daughter's room have diamonds?
The daughter's room did not. At least not when you didn't flip it. It might have.
Did the other room that I looked at have diamonds?
You didn't flip the other room at all.
Okay. So did it? Do I need to go back to the other room?
Do you want to? I mean, do you go back to the house to go to the other room, or to try and? Or do you? So you go back to the house. Do you go into that other back room, or do you go into the daughter's room, or?
Yeah, I'll try the other back room.
Okay.
Just
So that one, I believe that was the basically dusty room. Start opening things. Anything's basically been cleared out that was in here. This room was left, and the furniture's just from the former family that was in the house.
Okay. I guess I need to go to the wizard's tower then, don't I? Check the daughter's room first, then.
Okay. Do you just teleport knowing the distance?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I did it previously.
Well, the
Where-
immediate
my-
reaction is the mother's scream as she's in the room presently.
Stab, stab, stab.
Oh no. I just go, look, a mouse! And I disappear again. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the wizard's tower then.
Okay. How long does your polymorph last?
An hour a cast, and I will keep recasting it.
So, as you're getting ready to probably leave the city, man,
I just gotta go, hi, mouse.
that cannot happen!
Third one in a row?
Third one in a row.
Bob's
I mean,
got speed.
It's polymorph. He'll. Yeah,
Hold
because
on 1 second.
he can just keep doing it.
Well, as he heads off to the wizard's tower, I'm guessing, Billy, are you just spending the whole day proselytizing around the tower, or did you have anything else?
Yeah, well, unless the wizards come up with something that they need my particular assistance with.
No, nothing really come up by them, although there are a constant supply of new wizards to talk to at this point still as they're coming in and out.
Wunderbar.
yeah.
Then I get to meet all sorts of new people.
Yeah.
While
Sorry
I'm
about that. I accidentally left with the coworker's keys.
No
while,
worries.
while,
Here's
while
calling
I'm while I'm doing my proselytizing, I do make sure that I properly inform people about the situation with the river, so that they can be appraised that they, even if they choose not to follow me, that they should at least follow one of the new gods to save them from that fate.
Okay. So you're just working on that all day as...
I do take like a few seconds when we're down there and like when he's not talking to somebody. I like not necessarily when we're alone, but when I whisper over to him. That's a really good selling point. I didn't think about that. Yeah. What's up?
Otherwise, yeah. Old man, you eventually make your way to this wizard's tower. Just closest door?
Yeah, just walk up to the door, knock.
Okay. This one is air elemental, I believe. The door is opened by an air elemental, just sort of peering down.
And we attack. No, we don't attack.
Don't
yet.
banish it.
I need to purchase some diamonds. Please?
Not a store.
Huh? I didn't understand what you said.
We're not a store.
Not a store.
Not a store. You hear the roar of wind tell you it's not a store.
Theft it is. I gave you the option.
They buy the diamonds for themselves to use.
Yes, I know that. But apparently they purchased every diamond in the entire fucking city.
You spent like 15 minutes looking.
I've spent like
spent
over
like an
an
hour.
hour looking.
Oh, okay.
Hey man,
We
I
actually
spent
even
like
came across some at one point.
yeah, and I spent like 4 hours searching one building that one time, so I don't want to hear it. City's apparently pretty big.
And empty.
Okay, so is there someone I could speak to?
I've been given the ability to speak.
That's nice, dear. Let me talk to Necrona.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Oh god, Karen's here. Run!
Door closes. An uncomfortable amount of time where you're not sure if anyone's coming back or not passes.
Of course it does.
door. You see the handle turn, and then even then, you got like 30 seconds before it pulls open.
Slow.
No, where it just turned, and then someone there just held it, like doing something with their hand on the door from the other side. And like a gnome figure. Looks up, looks over, looks up. Not the big one, at least.
Huh?
What you need?
I require 300 gold worth of diamonds, and I'm aware you're not a store, but I need them, and I cannot find them anywhere else in the city because you've purchased all of them.
Literally looked in one other place.
So what you're saying is your balls are in a vice grip.
What a dick.
What I'm
Holy
saying
shit,
is-
I should have just murdered a lot of these fuckers.
So,
Evil god of craft, here we come.
It seems like an actual question. Like he phrased, and he pauses, like,
no, I could probably work around it. It would just be annoying.
I'm trying to figure out how much I get to overcharge you by.
Okay, persuasion check. I tell him that he gets to overcharge me by 20%. That's a 22. 23. I have no problem.
360.
Okay.
Alright. Give me a few minutes. The amount of time it takes for him to come back to the door feels like more than what would classify as a few minutes, but he does eventually.
Well, if you give those minutes too much time, they start having sex and making more minutes. It's very annoying.
He does eventually come back with a little drawstring bag.
Some sexy minutes.
And you were fine with value rather than soul diamond.
Yes.
See, there's a variety of smaller diamonds. You can assess, and seems like it will meet your needs.
Excellent. I'm like, come along, little friend. We have work to do. And I go back to his place.
Why do you got a magic mouse?
No, it's the man.
Shockingly for killing. In my dimension doorway.
Huh.
Have a good kidding.
They're mages. It's fine.
Barnabas is having a day.
It's at least a
Barnabas-
2 this time.
Well, is it 18? Because that's the DC.
You don't even know what he's doing. That was my monster manual.
Is he trying to escape?
You trying to cast summon monster?
How have you been transporting this whole time?
Like this.
How have you been
This is
tripped?
So
audio
with
than
his
my-
head, with
than
his
my-
head in your hand, does
No, by his head or by his tail?
does a 2 manage to hit you for his attempt at bite?
No. And seeing how I'm actually, my armor is part of my divine onesie. Well, no, I'm actually just wearing armor, yeah. So no.
I hope
My
your
AC
armor doesn't have to enter into it for whether or not a 2 hits.
Well, my AC is 18. And he's technically grappled, so I think he's at disadvantage. And he's at disadvantage because I'm wearing my cloak of displacement anyways.
Bob doesn't have a negative to dexterity, so 10 below 10 is gonna miss.
Anyway, so you what? You take him home, or where do you
Oh,
go?
no, just further out into the woods.
Just down the road? Okay. Towards the city, or further away?
Towards it.
Okay. So just find yourself a point between the tower and the city? Okay.
It's fairly secluded due to the, murdering.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to throw him against the tree as hard as I can. It turns him back into people.
It turns him back into people.
And then I'm going to turn invisible and stab him, thus getting my sneak attack.
So you turn invisible, and he's... Knew he was working with those mages.
And then he dies.
Make an attack roll. You do have advantage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 27.
I haven't found the stat block, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a risk and say that hits.
Excellent. So that's
Risk
a
taker.
D8 plus 66 plus 7. Where's my dice roller?
It doesn't matter. They could all be ones.
He does.
If they're all ones, he still dies.
Okay.
How squishy was he?
He's a challenge 1/8. So.
Okay. So he dies. I give him about 30 seconds in the soul-crushing terror of the river,
Mm-hmm.
and then I cast Revivify and bring him back.
Okay.
I don't want to return to my body. I like it here.
Yeah, no, so he comes back. Very well. Some sort of hurling through hell. Mage.
Believe me yet?
That you
We
are
can
the
do it
most
again.
powerful mage of all. Oh, hail
And
to
we're
thee!
gonna do it again. I just kind of go, we're gonna do it again. Persuasion check? To convince him that I am in fact a god?
Or
Well,
deception.
at that point, you'd be convincing him that you will, in fact, kill him again.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm doing, okay, when you bring him back, I'm gonna do a persuasion. I'm like, do you believe me? That's the persuasion.
I mean, it's against his fundamental character to believe that that is something to exist. His
I
belief
would
is that
feel like-
if you are a god, then it is because you have defined what God is based on the amount of power that you have. He is not questioning how much power you have. He is questioning the definition of the word God.
Well,
And that's why you're upset with him.
okay, so he's I'm unable to convert him. He's completely an atheist.
Not
what you're saying.
necessarily.
No,
You're definitely not able. I mean,
For now, the answer is yes. For now.
yeah.
Okay, so he's unconvertible, definitely an atheist.
Yes, for now.
For now.
Okay,
Movies
then
mean
he's just
yes.
gonna die.
Okay. Well, then he dies. Do you kill him here or somewhere else?
Oh, he can just die here.
Okay. Do you leave him here or...
Someone didn't have Move Earth for their shallow grave ready, did they?
I do not have Move Earth now.
Move Earth is a high level spell.
Nah, Move Earth is like a cantrip, man.
It's
What?
a 4th level.
Yeah, move Earth's a cantrip.
Mold Earth.
Mold Earth.
Well, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
I know, like, transmute rock is a really high level one.
Yeah, Mold
Yeah.
Earth cantrip. Lets you move little 5-foot bricks of earth around.
Yeah, you don't need that much for a shallow grave. Come on.
Yeah, 5-foot little cubes.
Holy shit!
But yeah, Mold Earth's not a cleric cantrip.
He's gonna go in the portal hole
As a dead body.
as a dead body, and then I'm going to go back to the ship area, and then I'm going to go 2,000 feet into the ocean. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the body out of the portable hole and then go 2,000 feet into the ocean. And
Where are you doing
drop
this
it
from?
From inside the ship, and then I'm 500 feet away in the water.
Okay, so you appear in the ship. Isabel and Maxwell greet you. Maxwell's like, so we're just waiting on the ship until further notice?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
The ship leaves tomorrow.
I think it's 2 days from now, but...
It's the day after today.
No, because you told
Isn't it?
him in 2 days.
Oh,
That-
right.
We're
it's the
still
same
on
day.
that day.
Yeah, we're still on that.
I mean, it's been a month since our last game.
Minutes!
Okay, yeah, then 2
I
days.
mean, for
from now.
them,
So yeah, I go into a private room,
Okay.
and take the body out, and then I do.
Make a luck check.
13.
Sufficient enough. Nothing that catches your eye.
Going into the water.
Yeah. And you just leave it and what? Teleport back?
What? 2,000 feet in?
So you go like 4 steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I turn into a shark, and I destroy the body.
You eat him.
No, I rip him apart and like crunch him up. I don't actually eat him.
He's thorough.
And then?
And then I go back.
I'm not actually sure that this is the most heinous, absurd thing that he's done in this campaign, though. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, definitely not. No, for sure.
Yeah, no.
Well, the bigger issue is that you quite deliberately are putting atheists in this world who will not believe, no matter how much proof is given to them, that divine magic exists, or that
Correct.
gods exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I killed him and sent him to hell, and then brought him his.
You're
body.
literally traveling with someone of that belief. He's hanging out on
Yeah,
the
I
boat.
know. It's very annoying. It's ridiculous that someone, when given definitive proof, is like, nah, fuck you.
Yep.
Those spells are available to wizards. And Bard.
Revivify is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple classes have access to cross-spell learning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's the
And, you know,
point.
the mage college is right there.
You just did magic, but you
Okay.
didn't prove you were a god.
Yeah.
You just proved you were a powerful mage.
Well,
Which-
no, my persuasion check should have proved that I was a god, but that didn't work either.
Persuasion's not my control.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we won't be able to really be kind of like crazy super OP gods until we start breaking the actual rules of the game through divine abilities.
Yeah.
Well,
We've gotten some of those.
I mean,
Not any
Yeah.
of the really
I
specific
don't know.
ones.
This city doesn't make much sense to me, anyways. Like, I don't know. This city's weird.
I need a little more peace. Let's flash over to Oubliette gang. Stan, Terry, and Rolfur, as I believe, Terry, you spent some time beginning a tunnel leading out here. You go like 15-ish feet up.
3 spells. Yep.
Stan, you were healing and curing whatever people down here. Rolfur, you're collecting names, and there's 84 people down here. What do you do beyond that?
I'm also getting the names of all their dead.
Okay.
The goal would be to get a full reckoning of everyone down here. Well, that's just for me. Make sure they're all well and ready, and that we can
When was the most recent death?
them out. Well, more or less to track back to try and figure out the oldest dead person that anyone's aware of.
As far as the dead, you probably want to speak to the pastor about the dead.
No pastor. Wow. Okay, this is a full-on society now.
Well,
How
then,
many people
No,
have
you
we seen
go
down
and talk
here?
to
Like
the
dozens?
grass.
please,
They have just this patch of grass. It's the pasture.
Like, how many people are we seeing down here? Like dozens?
There are 84 people,
Yeah, 84.
so yes, dozens.
and the
This is not worth
pastor,
our time.
their pastor they direct you to is the large man in the shadows who's been watching over you, who had not come up to introduce himself.
Well, I go up to him and introduce myself.
Yeah,
He is a giant elephantine man.
they're pretty tusky.
Yes, Tusky.
A bit dulled, but present. So you aim to liberate my people from the darkness.
Yes, the pachyderm priest.
Well, some of them
Working
most
on it.
likely won't want to go full daylight, and staying in the cave is fine, but at the minimum, we should liberate them with the options of freedom.
Yes. I've been pursuing the gods for that for many, many years.
Well, your prayers are answered now. Here is a pamphlet. David?
He can't read it. It's too dark.
Your light?
Well, like I said, a lot of these people probably can't read. We have people literally getting born here.
Well, I figured the
Terry?
pastor can.
I fear that you are overestimating the amount of time it takes Terry to do what he's doing. Stone Shape is a one-action spell.
Okay. And how
So-
many uses of it do you have?
Well, I mean, I said 3. I can do it more. So, the question is 3 enough?
To do what?
Get to the surface.
Each one does a 5-foot cube?
So
It's
15
100
feet.
feet, man. You need like 20
Yep.
castings.
So 25 down, so you need to go 75 feet.
So the drain.
Why are you trying to get to a drain?
Because remember, I'm taking the
The
drain.
drain is like this big.
Yeah, but the drain itself is like a 75-foot, like, tube.
So that'd be a minute and a half.
Assuming you have unlimited uses of it.
I do not have unlimited use
Okay.
of that. Okay.
Only someone would stayed upstairs, being our anchor, like we told them to.
Otherwise, yes, he will lead you over to the cemetery. Don't begrudge the
Alright, well, I'll head back down.
legends of my people, but I have unfortunately forgotten the names of some of those here. But we do at
Why,
least
where's
have a
that?
count, as they have set up like cylinders that were from some knocked down columns. With your observation, you can see like tusk marks on some of the columns where they were rammed into to be knocked down, and basically an area has been set aside against the wall where bones are laid in neat piles, kept separate from each other, and on like the outside where this barrier that you kind of gather is to keep people from like walking and scattering the bones and all, like it keeps them out of that area, like they would bump into this first. There are the skulls of each person set out, you know, like
Okay,
where would be
so
within
any
arm's
recent
reach.
Any recent deaths within like 10 days or so?
Oh no.
The time limit on Ray's dead.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
more reason.
what's the oldest person he knows of that died? Like, what's the furthest back in the past individual he knows of?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
perhaps,
that's-
did he have a
that's
predecessor?
too.
Did he have a predecessor?
yeah, he'll, he'll. If you ask both, there are a few, other elephantine pachyderm skulls upon there as far as his parentage, but he knows others that were older. But yeah, so he goes over the names for those that were in there.
Yeah, so there was a pastor before him?
Oh,
That he got-
Yes, of course.
Alright, well, summon him up.
Okay.
I summon up the previous pastor.
Yeah, easy enough.
And I welcome him back. Your people are... I am the god of grave and remembrance. And I have learned and discovered about this forgotten section of the world, and that is unacceptable to me. So I'm looking... if I have gained the limits of your protege's knowledge of your people, and I'd like you to fill in the gaps of the dead that he does not know.
He'll help best as he can as far as the people there.
Yeah, and it's like I can't. That's how I need to know everyone before I can get them out of the river.
Yeah, so he'll go over that.
David? David has his hand up for something.
Yes, David.
Okay, so Billy, Stan, you guys want to stay down here while this is going on?
Billy's not down there.
Oh, I thought Billy was with us. Okay, sorry.
No, Wizard
He's
Tower.
in the wizard tower.
All right, Stan, you want to stay down here while this is going on?
I
Just
mean,
got this. It'll be a while.
I've established. Do I have any Have I figured out if there's an actual follower of mine in this area yet, Adam? I want to give them tier 2 ability so they can generate the food.
I would imagine there is. Yeah.
Okay, so I find the one follower, give them their divine rank so that they can.
Yeah, I mean, you just.
At least these people are gonna stay down here, make food and water unlimited.
We spend like half an hour proselytizing.
No, I mean training the new guy. Yeah, doing that thing. Then yeah, we can head on, figure out a way up since you were kind of our anchor.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can get back up. It's no problem.
All right then, yeah. Do your thing then.
Yeah, so
Roll
Stan,
stuff
so
out.
Rolfur will be back.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Stan
Is
and
the
I,
shark moving on?
Stan and I go back to the Oubliette.
You're in
Look
the
up.
Oubliette. Oh, the base of the pit. Okay.
Yeah, we look up.
Darkness above.
We can't there's no light up there.
No.
They don't.
Alright.
They don't like that.
It's inside a cellar.
I cast light on a bone, and I have my bird fly up,
Okay. It's a seabird, yeah.
so I can see up there.
Okay.
What was the purpose of the ladder and the pipe?
It's gonna. I'm gonna need to prepare more heavy duty stuff. I only got about a third of the distance that I needed to.
Okay. So yeah, flies up to the
Yep.
base of the bars above.
I say don't resist, and I touch him.
Don't resist.
And we dimension door up at the top.
Okay. Above the bird.
Yeah, up past the grate.
Okay.
I cast knock on the grate. Well, actually, can the bird just fit through the grate? The bars?
Not with the bone, but if it drops it, yeah, I can manage.
Okay, yeah, it drops the bone and fits up.
Yeah.
I help it up.
Oh,
And
you have dimensional too. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I could have drawn the light up there.
Well, with Dimension Door, you could have just teleported to the ceiling of the building.
Yeah.
oh, I thought I had to
I
see
can
it.
see.
No.
Nope, you have to be able to describe the distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
if you
knowing
could-
I go this far in that direction. It's just consequences
Well,
if you're wrong.
I like
Yeah,
this more.
sometimes you appear in a room with a lady.
So we go up
And
there.
you could just say I go 500 feet straight up.
Yeah, then calibrate
so-
your way down.
So we so I prestidigitation clean and the three of us off, so we're clean and spiffy, and we walk out.
Are
of
you counting the bird as one of your number?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll still
Okay.
stay down there for a
He's
little
my
bit.
familiar, of course. And we
Do
go
we
ahead and
need
just
a-
walk out of the police station.
You're not in the police
We
station.
weren't- we
You
were
are
never-
locked in the cellar beneath the governor's home.
Oh, I thought that the police.
They led you to the governor's home and took you to the
For something
cellar.
they don't use,
Oh.
why is this still locked up so much? For something they don't use, why is this locked up so heavily?
In general, it's probably designed to just always stay locked up. No one should be messing with that.
Okay, so the door's locked.
Yes.
Yeah, from the outside.
You want to
You have men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I break the door open.
kaboom, kablast.
Do you knock on their front door that you saw a broken door?
Your door's broken.
No, he mends it this time.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I said I have men. We're gonna need to
Mend
get
it?
we're gonna need to get back here tomorrow to pick up Rolfur.
Yeah, I know we're gonna go pick him up, but are you gonna fix the door now? thought
I
that's why
wasn't planning on it.
that's why I broke the door open. If you're not gonna actually use the ability, like,
Just set the
I would
lock on
ask you
top.
generally, like, you don't have men, do you? Ready?
I mean, yeah, okay. I go ahead and mend the door. If he's
Okay,
gonna
we
if
fix it just for-
if this is gonna be a thing, I'll mend the door, and then we leave.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go out, proselytize, and put out 2 more of my illusions in alleyways.
I spend the night, the rest of the day, proselytizing and into the night. Trying to
If
get bugs.
possible, I would love to find an actual person that I can turn into a legit cleric, since I have that ability now.
Why don't you just use one of those cards?
You have some clerics.
Yeah, I also took that ability.
Yeah, you have clerics.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna spend my day.
You're aware of
doing-
that from some of the prayers and of people that, are probably first or maybe second level in some of the cities you've been to before.
Okay. Well, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and spend my spend.
Your
No,
actual,
no,
like, your
whatever.
follower numbers have been increasing greater because you have clerics
Okay.
in other places that are.
Gotcha.
I'm just imagining the prayers of the clerics would be like, and please bless me with the bless spell and the cure wound spell and.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna spend my day proselytizing and putting up 2 more of those.
It's
Self-proselytizing
near
illusions.
evening by the time you're actually getting out.
Building.
It's pretty late. So yeah,
If I hear any rumor at all that might possibly have to do with a little girl casting light magic, I look into it.
okay, we'll get to that. So you're just sort of hanging around the city, not going back to the boat as the evening is starting to fall. You're just
Right.
seeing, okay. Stan, you just hanging with him? Or?
Oh, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a minute and be like, so let's see, before Stan and I leave, like split up, like Stan. So I want to test something.
Also, how do you
we're
get out of the yard? Do you break the iron gate to get out of the yard too, or
How many times?
do
Make
that.
it?
because
I've
you're now locked in the governor's yard?
got plenty of second level spells. I'll just keep casting knock.
I like that you didn't cast knock on the lock for the cellar door, but
No. See, I wasn't planning on letting that stay. Like, I wasn't worried about that one. But yeah, this one I'm worried about. So, but before Stan, and I
you guys see that elderly, housekeeper opening the door from the distance as she's examining the loud knocking sound. Definitely see the spotlight from the tower next door kind of go over your direction,
Hey
and
guys.
then they just kind of move it away.
as
That's
they do
not
that,
their yard. They're not paid to watch that one.
As they do that, I do cast thaumaturgy to make myself have a glow like a forge behind me.
Okay.
I need to be passively divine. Thank you very much. And then before we split ways, Stan, I think I figured something out. We're friends, right?
Yeah.
So this might be. Enchantment has never been something that has come to me easily. So I'm
Okay.
hoping that this doesn't affect anyone negatively. The old man seems to have it down, and I just think that I figured it out as well. And I go ahead and close my eyes and say a little prayer, saying, "Dear God, Stan, appealing, can
Oh.
you hear my prayer?"
You do.
Is
Life
it in
hack.
his voice?
Yeah.
The prayer's in his voice, right?
Yeah, it's a bit different, echoing around your head rather than coming through your ears, but
That's fair. Alright.
I open my eyes and look at you, like expecting.
Huh. Neat.
Did it work?
I
Did you
pray
hear me?
back to him, I guess.
Hmm?
I did recognize him,
You,
right?
what does Stan say? I mean, come on, man.
No, I recognized him, right?
yeah.
Like, okay, I pray back. Huh. I pray back to you.
What do you say?
Wow.
Hello, how you doing? This is pretty neat.
You have to be like, oh, great fat man.
Is a prayer the same thing as just thinking at someone? Or does it have
It's
a sense
different.
of reverence?
It doesn't. Reference is not necessarily part of it, but
But
there's
it's
definitely
commitment.
different. But
Okay. Alright, well. Hey. Well, alright then.
Alright, we have a communication system. Hey, maybe if you need anything.
We don't need to worship each other to pray to each other.
nope.
Yeah, the worship only triggers after 100 prayers.
It's
Alright.
the testing period.
I'm gonna go ahead and then
You can.
pray out. Let's see. Before I do anything else,
Why did you have to ask if we were friends beforehand? That was kind of strange.
well, I don't want to speak in your head. If you think, if you have reservations
You
don't
two
wish-
are both very used to just having a constant hum of voices into your head at this point.
Yeah.
You just it is at this point almost non-stop that there are just occasion just sort of whispers in
Well,
your head. You acknowledge
if we-
and move on as part of your divine ability. You're able to just
Mhm.
think that
If
in.
there's, look, Stan, if there was a side effect that was negative, I would like to know that we could work through it rather than have an issue. For example, if prayers add in some, like in the future, come to have some kind of consequence of worship involved, I would like to know that we have each other's back rather than taking advantage of it. Hence,
Yes.
so yeah, like I said, I just wanted to double check. Anyway, oh dear Alice, this is the this is Terry praying to you. If you pray back, we can speak through a divine system of sorts. I hope you are well. That's then I'm gonna go about my business.
It takes a minute. What business are you looking to go about?
Oh,
Just walking around, or
I'm gonna go and put out those program illusions in the alleyway.
Start setting things up. Okay. Mighty blessings. Oh, Terry.
Yay, all is well.
Intuitive. I think I helped a few people today. We'll see.
Okay. Well, thank you, God Alice. We will meet again on the vote.
So you're out doing those.
Over.
So, amongst giving you names and information that he recalls, you have just about everyone that has passed at this point. At least based on the number of remains that are gathered here. Make an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
My passive is 21. I rolled a 3, though, so 14.
That's an unreliable roll.
Yeah. And as you're examining this, you do notice tool marks. Not like, seeming not necessarily intentional, on the bones of most.
Oh, yeah, they probably ate these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure.
But,
You do what you gotta do when you're in a hole forgotten from society.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you forget people. They turn to cannibalism.
But, otherwise, so you, when speaking with the elder priest, you do let him, what do you give an idea of what you're trying to do, grand scheme with his people, or?
Grand scheme?
Yeah. So what do you let him know? I mean, are you trying to release them? Are you?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make sure they have a way out of this place.
Yeah, no.
A lot of them will probably still want to work nocturnally, but we could at least get you upside and properly where you have food and stuff.
Oh, blessings of Ashley.
I just gave them food. What the hell?
Well, that's the point, is right now they're in a place where, survival's hard. The world is vast and plentiful. There's no reason people should be struggling to survive. I mean, aside from, monsters and stuff.
You say Ashley?
Yeah.
Like regular name Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, is he praising some other god? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Right.
Who do you praise?
The goddess Ashley.
Who?
I don't
The
think I
light.
know what.
The light and the storms.
Ah, that's an old god.
Oh, yeah. Must be one of the old ones. See, I think that's what happened. I think the old guys got hit with an anti-monopoly hammer. Diversified their portfolios.
Oh, they're just upper management now?
Yeah, we we're the new gods. We don't know what happened to the old gods, other than they're not here anymore, and it looks like their power got split up.
They're always here.
Not actually. Like,
Careful. You're not going to be able to convince him. Hate to break it to you, we got atheists and people devout to false gods.
I mean, that's fine. You can worship it. The two new gods that inherited Ashling's portfolios is Jack, the God of Storms, and what's her face, little girl, God of Light, Alice, Goddess of Light.
You're mispronouncing Ashley.
Yeah, those. That's what happened. The Ashley's power got split to two new gods who are fledgling.
I'm not familiar with this. But I have been apart from society for very long.
Well, shoot, what was it? I know roughly how long ago the gods went away. Is he X years old?
No, it seems like he was worshipping and following well after they were gone, because they were down here. And so...
That's embarrassing.
Well, the new gods are actually capable of handing out divine boons once more, so I would strongly suggest you take up the worship of...
You are talking to the spirit.
Oh, to the spirit?
Yeah.
So I strongly suggest you take up the worship.
Oh, I thought the living pastor was worshiping Ashley.
If you inquire, he is too.
Okay, yeah.
But he's not the one that's volunteering the information. He's the one that sort of just stands outside of the light. Because he is one who literally grew up here. He was born into this society. And so he worships the god of light, and this is probably the first time he's seen light.
Okay. Well, to the dead guy, I asked that if he's unwilling to relinquish his worship, I would greatly urge him to worship a new god, if not me. The river that I pulled him from is a thing that comes when one does not worship. And once I gain enough power, I'll be able to fix that, but eventually all the gods will be able to. So I would urge you to at least grant me your worship for now. Or if not me, at least one of them. And to the living guy, it's like, yeah, if you worship either Jack, the god of storms, or Alice, the goddess of light, you might actually receive some divine power through that. That might help you help your people. The goddess Ashley is unfortunately gone from this world.
And the next.
Perhaps you're right. But it's
Hey,
still
Jack.
tradition. And
Yeah,
tradition
tradition's
is of
important.
great importance.
Well,
It's kept
Help
our people thriving down here for, well, depending on how you use words.
Thriving.
those big air quotes. They're like, well, we'll try to make sure that your future's a little more prosperous than your past.
I would like that.
I don't believe him.
What?
I don't believe him.
You don't?
No.
You're not there.
You
Well,
love.
I mean, look at the guy staying in the shadows. Maybe he's not an Alice kind of guy now. Maybe he's into Jack's side. Fine, too. But you can literally just worship one of them and gain actual power that you can actually do things with.
To be fair, Jack is not in our pantheon yet, so his name is not kept in our pamphlet.
I'll put that in the book under the chapter of things I don't really care about so long as you're worshiping.
I do like the idea, and he's like, we, the new gods, have shown up, and we've come to your Oubliette to save you. And he's like, yes, but we must remain with the traditions of the old gods. Well, if you worship us, we'll get you out of here, and you'll gain magical powers. Hard sell, hard sell.
So, I guess, Rolfur, what do you do beyond that? Do you just hang out with them for the night? Is this... Or do you...
Well, now that we've conquered the people that are there and the listings, I invite people to anybody want to talk to some dead relatives? Because that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the time until people come back to get me.
Okay.
is I'm going to just be sequentially summoning up all the dead people that are here, trying to convince them to worship me. And then I'm going to start and once I'm done with those, if I still got time, we're just going to move on to other dead people I know about.
Okay. Well, but I'm guessing then you're just spending the night here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will welcome you in. You do... And yeah, you can gather above anything, it's a form of entertainment. It's something to do.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't want to
You notice more of their society as they go. You notice still discernments from them. They very frequently just grab each other by the face and shoulder. Just like little things that like you probably think are a little amusing, and that's like
Probably dark down here. It makes sense.
Yeah, just as far as like like one would not seem to recognize the other by what they look like with your light. They that is a foreign concept. They didn't know what they looked like before, so it's voice and face and
In the face.
and just things like that. With some of the worship, yeah, you do gather that Storms ranks higher amongst his beliefs than Light, as he has never seen Light. Perhaps maybe, some enchanted coin fell down and there was an hour of some piece of light that came through. But you gather that the people know that a big part of the reason they're alive is because storms come through to the upper lands, and the blessing of water is what washes down to them to sustain them. So they're very familiar that when the water pours in, that is the storms above keeping them alive. So.
Does it feel kind of late?
Yeah, I mean it's evening.
Jack was human, right?
Yes.
And the name of our town is what?
The Great City.
The Great City. That's it? Just the Great City?
Yeah.
It had a name before.
It was formerly the Great City of Degrador, when it was the capital of the Kingdom of Degrador, but then it got taken over, and so they just took out Degrador with that. It was no longer its own kingdom.
Well, we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cast Dream and see if Jack is sleeping.
Make a luck check.
I wish I could take more luck checks.
I wish I could take less.
How about an 11?
He is not sleeping at this time.
All right, well,
It's too bad luck isn't a reliable talent.
Mm-hmm.
So for all these living people, I let them know that, Jack, God of Storms, he's out there doing his thing. So long as you worship somebody, if it's not going to be me, it should be at least somebody.
All right. So you do that with your evening. Stan, you're just prowling the streets.
Yep, trying to get mugged, looking all flashy and vulnerable.
Just trying to bait people. Got it.
Big car.
Gosh, what is that called when cops try to do that?
Big car. There's literally a show called Big Car.
Entrapment?
Entrapment. There we go.
We were talking about it
Old
earlier.
man, you had just...
Dan, the god of entrapment and healing.
You really shouldn't hit people.
So you had what? Just fed your enemies to the fishes while being the fishes?
Yes.
Do you turn back into yourself and go back to the boat?
I go back to the boat, yes.
Dripping wet?
I turn into a dog and then back into me. All the water's gone.
Like what, you shake it off while you're a dog? Or?
That's usually how that works. And you just,
Okay, so it's just all over the room. Bit of that wet dog smell lingers once you're back to you.
Turn into a duck so it just rolls off your back.
Yeah, I don't think I have a magical way to dry myself, so I just kind of dry myself mundanely.
Okay.
And hang out with the two crazy kids and answer questions. And make sure they don't get into trouble.
By the way, your dad's dead.
Yeah, I don't tell them that.
You presently. So do you open your door with your portable hole still on the back wall, or
No, I take that down and put it
Okay.
back.
that portable wall also has her father's belongings very evidently inside
Yeah.
of it.
It's got the desk, yeah. I have to actually check through the desk because I didn't take any of the money out of it yet.
I guess
I
now
was
you might as well, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about giving it back. Not anymore. This is my desk now.
Okay. But otherwise, yeah. So you hang out with those young lovers.
People.
Answer questions, talking, counseling, trying to persuade the young lady into becoming a priestess, but subtly.
You gather from her. It's not unreasonable for her to end up being a follower. She's just going to be slower stepping into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You do not feel like she has. If defining priestess as someone who shares that beyond to other people, do not feel. She very much feels like a very reclusive. She's not gonna want to talk to other people about.
She's not going to be a cleric. She's just going to be a bad priestess.
No, that's
It's-
fine. She can be just a follower.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't...
But yeah, so you
Like,
kind of gather
honestly,
that
the
just from.
person I wanted is her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
he's
thought you were
mine.
trying to make. I thought you were trying to make her into a priestess as a
I
point
mean-
to her father. But I mean,
No, that
You
would
know.
be very, very useful.
Not a whole
but
lot of
if
point
she
to make to
doesn't
him
have-
anymore.
Yeah,
he already made plenty
thinking
of
about that.
points.
Yeah, and also, if
Multiple
she's not gonna
rows
be
of them.
useful at that, that's not, like... That's not really a fun trick. It's not funny.
hey Adam,
Yeah.
if he turns into a shark and I pull out all of his teeth, do I get to keep the teeth?
No.
Don't know if I'm okay with harvesting me.
Or maybe yes, but he comes back and his teeth are gone. I don't know.
I don't know. Sharks grow their teeth back, though. So it's a victimless crime.
Is this
I'm a
what-
victim. That hurts.
I
Bite
would-
your hand off.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you do
would
it.
imagine the
He's
teeth would
sharp
just
nose thing.
disappear.
It'll be fine.
That would be what I would think would happen. His teeth disappear.
Stan and Terry, make perception checks.
Whew.
Did you do well or fart?
This
You
many.
did poorly, so you farted.
4.
Yep.
18.
Wait, like total?
Yeah. I have no perception bonus.
I think I have a 2.
I got a +1 in wisdom. Yeah, we're not a very wise group.
18. You notice light coming from, I don't know, some road a ways down, and sort of the
Damn it.
spinning side, like up, like the tail of some long dragon figure flying up into the air above some road.
Adam.
Well, no one's gonna mug me with that thing out and about, so I guess I'll go investigate, gang. Pinkies.
Jeez.
What could it be?
It's probably Alice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you approach the alleyway to see the back of Alice, breathing heavily, a puddle of blood around her feet, and the body of someone laying before her. Some guy.
Revivify?
You just see a set of teeth marks.
You don't talk to Alice first?
What's going on? Well, I mean, action instantly of
Oh yeah, okay. That's fair.
So instantly you were revivified?
yeah.
So
Like
he
if she's
just-
just around someone with blood marks in a pool of blood and looked like she was like sorrow around somebody, yeah, that'd be instant action. Like, oh shit.
So yeah, as he takes in some breath, she like stumbles back and like falls down, into the pool of blood.
Don't worry, Alice. There are no consequences to your actions.
What just happened? You okay?
As
there?
you look down at her, you see her still with a dagger sitting in her side.
Is it a bloody dagger?
I mean, blood is pouring out
It's
of her.
in her.
Oh, she's been stabbed. Okay.
Yeah.
I heal her.
This is funny.
Yeah.
I take the dagger.
And as you see the guy stepping up with what appear to really be like large teeth marks still through his clothing, where he had been bitten into by a creature, a dragon,
Solar dragon.
Yeah.
So she got mugged. Okay. That's not cool.
And
Anything
he's
else?
kind of sitting up, turning, and
I hold on. to him.
basically you are right there in between, where they are both looking terrified of the other at this point.
One of them stabbed somebody, the other one turned into a dragon. Both equally scary.
Eric just like stands, just like turns to the guy that he's holding. Now apologize.
What did you stab her?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, this is gonna be a hard one.
That's what she said.
Oh my. I rolled well. I got a foe.
12?
19. I think.
19 total.
Yes.
Okay.
I think his bonus is higher than
wandered into our turf. She's not allowed to be here. But he knows that.
Say what?
She's in our turf. She's poking around where she ought not to be poking around.
Who's turf?
Showed her what for.
The sheep. He says, like with the term that
With
says like that, so
conviction.
that's a name that holds weight and you're gonna respect.
The sheep.
Yeah. The black sheep. Everybody knows the sheep. If you want friends with some dragon bitch, I'll show you why you fear the sheep.
I smack him for right when he calls her a bitch.
Yeah.
He's got 1 HP.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He's talking.
You
mad
do not
words
leave
for something that could die as a free action.
I can. Oh, if I wouldn't have brought him back to full health while holding him.
Or I guess, did you continue to heal him, or?
I healed her. I healed her, topped off entirely, and then while I'm holding him, just what's going on here?
Okay, so you healed him before you smacked him? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a town of people who are very, very difficult to convince of anything.
I'm having an easy time.
You're talking to corpses and the mentally deficient.
I've also had very little problem.
You're also talking to the mentally
I'm just
deficient.
helping the little girl.
The
You
only
had problems
I've
with
had-
the tower.
Hey, the only problems I've had were self-inflicted.
Okay.
I mean, probably the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm missing something important about the city that would allow me to actually pull followers. Or it might just be like a place that's not good for the old man to pull followers. I don't know. This is like a really weird
Get the
city
most
for
followers
me.
already, though. Kill.
This is a good place for the old man to pull followers.
It's a
just
terrible place.
the
No one,
evil followers.
the evil
So-
followers don't believe in me.
Does he go into definition, or keep going after I smack him? For calling her a bitch?
I mean, he kind of finished his sentence there.
Okay.
He's like, no, I was done.
Rude.
Don't know who the black sheep
Well,
are. Is this
I
like
mean,
a little gang of yours? Like, are you high up in this group, or what? Just a laggy?
Well,
What
you know,
is this?
I mean, if you're not involved, then yeah, of course. I'm the
I'm
top
important.
ram as far as you're concerned.
The sheep is like the stupidest gang.
I mean,
Hey, just give me their name.
okay, this is gonna be funny then. Intimidation.
Eric, give me their name. I'll take care of it.
Well, you're not there, so
I know. Just tell me about it. Just tell me about it.
Oh,
You're like,
okay.
you know what?
Don't.
I'll get someone to deal with you. Tell me about it.
Yeah, don't
See what
say-
happens
But,
once you hurt Alice.
35 intimidation on tell me the truth.
Okay, so I'm not the leader. You're not the leader either, so who cares? I'm the closest thing you got to the leader.
You should take me to your leader.
Beep boop.
Beep boop bop, take me to your leader.
You don't just wander in to our neighborhood and ask, "Can I see your leader?" That's
No, I
not how
literally
this
did that.
works.
Twist,
Kill him
You
again.
gotta climb the rank. You gotta earn some How much you willing to give for it?
twist
Kill
his
him.
arm. You've got him intimidated.
Kill him again.
Don't
See how-
worry. Kill him again. It doesn't work.
Like, break his legs. Kill him again by breaking his legs.
Why?
Revivify him while he's on the ground with broken
Why am I
legs.
killing him? I
And
can
then
just
talk
find-
to Alice
You're not
to see
there.
what's going on.
You're wandering around in some
Yeah.
other part of the city, not noticing the light show.
Yep.
Intimidate again. Wow, this is...
You're not there. You're in the bar getting drunk.
Yeah, let Alice tell the old man about this. See what
34
happens.
intimidation. Like,
Adam, also screw you
Take me
for
to the
having
leader.
this happen after my checkup.
do you want to go see the leader with me, Alice, or do you want to go home?
You just checked up too early. It had to get dark enough that someone was gonna mug her.
Also, I thought old man was gonna go start doppelgangering Barnabas now.
I can
Oh,
pass
no.
some notes along. I don't get the top ram. I mean, I'm not. Like
No,
I
no,
said,
no,
I'm
I've
just
given
kind of
it.
low.
Yeah,
I don't have the clout, man.
I need to go see your manager. Let's go talk to him.
Take me to your manager. We're just gonna be the Karen party.
You can tell he's wavering to do so. I was just gonna let's just leave.
All right. What's your name?
Marty.
Are you being honest with me, Marty?
Yes.
Probably.
What's your last name? Bofarty.
Oh,
Banana, fan, apple, farty, he, fi, fo, hardy.
Well, what do you think we should do with him, Alice?
She said, "Let's go."
And
Just
for you
leave.
watchers, yes, I am never being invited to another game.
Huh?
All right.
Definitely tell the old man about this.
Okay.
You're a man named Marty. He's lying to me.
Bob's getting ideas.
No, it's the old man's quite protective of Alice.
No.
Really?
I'm trying to figure out what I have here that wouldn't straight up kill him, but I'll just take him with us. Oh, let's go back to the base. Come on.
You're telling
That's
him?
where Alice is at. I'm dragging him along with me.
That's not what Alice
Al-
wants.
He doesn't need to know where we're at. We know where not to go for him. This is his neighborhood.
Okay.
He stays here. We'll just. If you want to mess with him, mess with him. I'm gonna just go. And Allison just walks off.
Okay, now we can
I'm
go
gonna
talk
let
to
you
your
finish.
manager. Let her leave, and then
Terry, make a luck check.
You wanted to
Hey.
make more.
No, I was just waiting for the I was waiting for the one.
For the one, yeah.
I got a 16.
16?
Oh, excuse me, 17.
15. Yeah. So you're wandering around, and you see a familiar blue dress walking away as you walk through a street.
I mean, yeah. Have I gotten my illusions off? My 2 illusions off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. It's late, you know, whatever. I'll catch up. I'll like, hey, I'll start to jog up to her, take a few deep breaths, and be like, Alice.
Oh God.
As she kind of turns around to check what it is, seeming a bit jumpy, you notice the front of her dress is just drenched red.
yeah, I forgot to clean that off.
Tell me that's jam.
Let's just get back to the boat.
Right. As we walk, I will prestidigitation that dress.
Okay.
And be like,
Oh.
I will also.
You wanted to see
Yep.
it, didn't you?
Oh, I wanted to see it.
I will also
Give
give
me
her
a target. See
I will
what
also
happens
give
to
her a
that.
sweet roll.
I will destroy them.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm calling you, Bob, after she had left. That's why. Like, I know how to get information, Bob's my interrogator.
That's true. We've played this game before.
Of
As I said,
note,
Stan's privy to a lot more secrets than everyone else.
of note,
Yeah,
Terry
we
is
got him
not
just next to
asking
him.
what happened.
Okay.
Terry is not pushing any buttons.
Once queened, you
That's
do
my
see
same
there was just a
methodology as
small
well.
hole, sort of.
Yeah, that gets
Near
to
his-
stay.
Yeah, unless you
I
have
mean,
many.
you have
yeah.
an ending.
I'm adding another dagger to my list.
I've got it. But I'm not there.
How many daggers do you freaking have?
Like, if she brings it up, we'll talk. But like, I doubt that's happening.
Um,
I'm at 1, 2.
so Stan, are you somehow calling the old man before
Wait.
you follow this guy?
Well, I never let him go. I was trying to drag him with us when.
And then Alice
Uh,
just left and told you she didn't want that guy shown to where you
Yeah.
stay.
That's when I said we can go to talk to your manager, and then
Yeah.
I just dragged him to an alley or something and maybe call to Bob.
Okay, so you do, what? Just pray to him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell me?
Hey, what's David's guy's name?
Terry.
Harry
Terry
told me
Misu.
this how we can talk to each other. So this guy just stabbed Alice. I don't think he's telling me the truth. I need your help getting some information. Mind coming
Where?
over here?
You just hear "where" resonating through your head.
Right next to me. I got him here. You killed him once. He's back now.
You're the worst at
Bob
giving
teleport?
directions.
You.
Can Bob
Oh,
tell
I
somebody?
don't-
Like, Bob can teleport to a worshiper, right?
No, I can.
Oh, okay.
I pinpoint worshippers.
Sorry,
I know
okay.
exactly where every single one of them are. So yeah, as I'm talking to the kids, my eyes just kind of go distant a little second. I'm like, my people need me. And I disappear.
Of course you do.
I do thaumaturgy for my eyes to start glowing like a black with stars across them. I go, my people need me, and I disappear.
Okay, so you head off, and so were you able to get where Stan was? Or?
I imagine I'll be able to get it from him.
Yeah, I tell him we're in the alley between yada yada shop that I just took him into.
I know exactly where Yada Yada is. I spent an
Yeah.
hour looking around there.
They didn't have diamonds.
They had no diamonds at Yada Yada.
Otherwise, as you're going down the dock, you do see ahead of you walking towards you, Terry and Alice.
I just walk past. As I'm walking past, I just look at Alice and say, "I'll take care of it," as I walk past her.
No. Just no.
She just stops and she sort of turns.
Just
I mean, depending
let
on how you do that, I already did. Stan. And she just stops her sentence and she turns again.
I said,
I don't like. I'm not turning with her. I'm staying with Bob first, then letting her walk on.
Mhm.
She needs to figure things out on her own for a bit. If you do something, lie to her. I whisper to the old man.
she's a child. The old are meant to protect the young. You know this
She's
as
like-
well as I.
She stopped being young the day that she died.
Oh,
No. She'll stop being young the day that she accepts her power. And I disappear again.
Okay, yeah, I go in. If she lets me catch up to her, I will. But like, I'm not gonna like force it.
Yeah, she's not against it. You're right
Okay.
back to the boat anyways, so you'll be
Yeah.
caught up to her when you get back to the boat.
You're
so my camera stopped functioning. So does Bob come?
Yes, I'm working my way there.
You're working your way there. Billy, do you just choose to stay the night at the tower again and pay for another room, or do you head back to the boat since you haven't seen them?
Yeah, sure. I'll spend another night at the tower if nobody's willing to like spot me the room. I'll pay for it.
I presume you have your notes better as far as what they charged more than I wrote down. So
Yeah. Let's see what I paid last time.
the same.
It was free. Weird. They actually paid me 30 platinum to stay there. Weird.
So you'll do
Norton
that.
deal.
Rolfur's underground. Yeah, Old Man and Stan. You catch up together. I'm guessing Stan just sort of gives updates as the guy is leading you.
2 gold.
Okay, that works.
Oh, he actually started leading me to his boss?
Yeah, he said he was going to lead you to his manager. He said he doesn't know the top ram, but yeah, he'll lead you to his manager. He is freaked out by you. You managed to intimidate him, and then for some reason rolled another intimidate check and managed to intimidate him again, even though I didn't ask for more of it. Because I guess
He's
the
pissing
first
himself.
intimidation
You're like,
wasn't
"No,
magical
take your
enough
test."
of a response, so you're like, I'm just going to keep doing it. It's like he's intimidated, and you're like, well, I do
I'm
more.
Batman. I'm Gravelly Voice. Yeah, I keep giving updates to the location. Like,
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. So it kind of lead, and he leads you into what looks like a shut down, like a closed down shop. That has if you pull out, he hides it, but he's bad at hiding it. Like as he pulls out like part of the windowsill and pushes in on something that causes the lock on the door just to swing open. And sort
Am
of
I caught up at this point, or
nope.
okay?
But he's able to see it enough to describe for you what to do. And so you're probably at the point where you're turning the corner near it as the guy's shutting the door with it. He's like, through this way. And he can tell he pauses. You're in a dark room, unlit environment. You can tell, like you have dark vision, right? Like, he doesn't.
yeah.
And he doesn't know you do. And you can kind of tell, and he pauses in the middle of this dark room that is, like, an old, used to be a shop, and is just shut down.
And I do realize where I'm at, and since it is like, takes 1 action to do, I cast Armor of Agathis just because it does take have an hour duration.
You can tell that, like, he pauses in here, like, I might be able to get the guy by surprise. I got him in the dark. But he, like, pauses and he thinks, and then he carries on and leads you out the back door of the shop, which leads into an alley that is completely cut off for any other. It is this room and another building that it enters. And so he takes you opening that door that leads down a group of stairs by about 30 feet.
Okay, so back basement alley.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Is there a door?
And you can go down there. You can hear some laughter and stuff coming from there. And like when they open the door, like there's a dried like sheep's head, like not properly done taxidermy kind of style, like mounted on a plaque directly back from the door.
Doing a quality work. Wow, this is a gang. Oh, okay.
Old man, you're kind of catching up with them, and you're opening that back door into that alley as the other door is just closing. You take a few steps forward, and so you're basically following him down as he's being led down these stairs.
I'm
You're
gonna
just kinda-
go pass without a trace on myself in sneaky mode
Okay.
behind them.
So you just kind of stay at the landing at the top as they go down into what is an underground tavern.
So I can't sneak down there?
Not right now, while the other people are walking down,
Okay.
because any attention is drawn to the stairs by the non-sneaky people.
Rude.
But you know enough to know that.
Okay.
Your skill at sneaking is sufficient to know. Move when they're not being drawn here.
Well, I rolled poorly, if that makes a difference.
Opportunity.
And he kind of just points.
With a
I answer to Sue as he points across the room at a table. To which case, some burly-looking guy sits down.
You know this
You'll
is...
see for
this
how
is
long.
This is Nick's fault. This is all Nick's fault. His name's Sue. It's a boy named Sue. This is Nick's fault.
Is this a boy named Sue, or is this a lady named Sue?
It's
It's a
boy
burly
named
guy.
Sue.
Okay. So, alright, I go sit down at the table with him. Drag my little friend there. Sit down.
And Marty's kind of like, did I get enough, man? I've been eaten by a dragon in one... and pushed around the alley all in one night. I think I need a drink. Can I go?
No. We're gonna tell him what you're doing here. So you decided to stab a small child in the gut today. Is that what happened?
Kind of looks at Sue. Trespassing on our turf. Sue
So
kind
you
of
support
nods his
that
head.
then?
Make your stealth check, old man.
Okay. I rolled already. Do you want me to roll again? Or you have
What
it?
did you get?
That's 12, 21, 41.
41. So you move your way down the steps, and you're just sort of sitting beneath the table as they talk. You just made yourself way across the room and just kind of leaning against the bench besides Sue's legs.
So did I see him nod in acceptance to that?
Yeah.
Does Sue condones this action?
She's gotta learn. They all gotta learn. The
By
sheep
assaulting a small
protect
child.
our turf. We ain't nothing if not territory.
I've heard sheep are pretty territorial. I'm sorry. That was a strange-
Okay.
Which leads me to wonder, are you joining in? Because if you're not, you're trespassing on our turf.
Well, my question for you is, who's your manager?
I mean,
Thank
come
God,
on.
man.
You're new here. As far as you know, of course, I'm top brand.
He said he was top ram, and he lied to me. I do not like liars. Tell me the truth.
Before I turn into a
I
dragon.
mean, good enough, close enough to... I'm like penultimate ram. Top ram's out.
That's a $5
Big word for this guy.
That's a big word.
I don't understand these goatee references you're yelling here. But 27 intimidate to tell me where his
Yep.
manager is.
I'm not a big fan of goatee references either.
Fine. Top ram stays in the back room, but no one's allowed in the back room.
I go
I
to the
get up and
back
start
room.
walking to the back room.
What?
I get up and start walking to the back room.
Hey! We got some trespasser here trying to trespass further. And probably around 15 people start thinking up. Pulling out clubs and... maces
Okay,
and-
so top and ultimate ram. Let's see here.
Turn him into a ram.
Well, no, I'm killing him. He
Turn him
attacked a
into a-
child.
You should have turned him into a sheep.
Does 19
No, he didn't. Marty attacked the
No,
child.
he didn't.
They're okay with it.
But I was in the process. Chill.
19 hit?
19 does hit, yes.
Okay.
He's murdering folks.
So did you just go into the other room and do that, or did you just attack?
No. But he is definitely now drawing attention if you want to keep going towards that door.
I mean, I'm still walking to it since that's where the manager's office is.
But you notice
You keep
as a group of
saying
people
manager.
all step up to like threaten or whatever, all of a sudden they're then turning as old man out of nowhere is what damage did you do?
39.
39 damage, and what did you attack with?
Rapier.
Here. I'm thinking.
Fancy weapon.
Rapier.
Oh, looks like the other guy.
As he just sort of pierces through Sue, and Sue lies dead on the floor as he's popped up into his seat. And so they're all the clubbed guys are turning like,
Is Marty still across the table from me?
yep,
Can I reach him with the rapier?
yeah.
Gonna stab him too. That's 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And I say out loud after he does this, and this is why we don't harm children, as I keep going to the room.
This is what happens.
11 damage to him. I'm having trouble pulling up information.
11
on
kills
my-
him. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. I'm having trouble pulling up information on my computer. Do rogues get extra attack or no?
No,
No.
they get sneak attacks. So they don't get extra attack.
Yeah, and sneak attack can only activate once per turn anyhow.
However,
Yeah,
if you
I have a rapier of speed, so I can attack twice anyways.
Yeah. However, if you have an offhanded weapon like a dagger, you can get another attack.
I do not have a dagger.
Like rogues can get an extra attack with their offhand if they've got a light weapon like that.
Yeah, I don't. I have a rapier of speed,
Okay.
so I get 2 attacks with it.
So you...
And then, yeah, I killed 2 people.
Okay.
And then I stand up and I say, I am the god of tricksters. You all fall into that category, and I find you all guilty of harm to a child.
At least half of them kind of like give you like a... What are you? What are you even talking
Bonus
about?
action sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then I stand up and I start walking. I walk over to the exit, and I'm like, line up for your punishments.
So while you're doing that, Stan is walking into the back room. You walk into... So you open the door to a back room. Room just sort of lined with sort of some black fabric curtains. Not nice fabric curtains, but curtains all the way around, leading just an opening where this door is. And there is...
Are they gently wafting curtains?
For what, in all intents and purposes, is just like a properly taxidermied, like full standing ram, like taxidermy at the far end of.
So he's not a
the
sheep,
room.
he's a ram?
Yeah, it's
It's
a
like
ram.
a St. Louis ram or an LA ram, because I got strong opinions.
like the animal, a ram.
Ah.
Okay.
You know
And
it.
let's see.
So you're the leader of this sheepish gang?
Yeah. And you hear, although you have enough familiarity to know with it, it's just coming in your head, the voice asking, "What are you doing opening here? No one's around allowed in my room."
Do I whose voice do I recognize?
Yeah.
Oh. Show yourself. Do I see anybody in the room with me?
No.
Just a voice that came into my head.
Like, what are you doing here?
Kill the
No one's
sheep.
around in my room.
Stab the taxidermied sheep. Stab him. Stab the sheep.
I investigate the sheep closer, I guess.
Get out! Away from me! Leave!
I told you it's the goddamn sheep.
This is the leader of the goddamn gang.
Who are
the
you?
leader of the gang?
Sheep.
What do you say?
Is the ram the leader? Psychically
He's
talking to me?
asking the ram if it's.
Yeah,
the leader.
are you asking, or?
I mean, if it's happened in my head and it said "get away from me" as I got closer to it,
Yeah.
are you talking to me?
Of course, who else would I be talking to? Hey, leave my room.
You're the only one here.
You're the manager of this gang.
Top ram! What you
You're the ram.
expect?
Oh, love God. All right. Hey, make lamb chops with ram.
What'd you say?
I'm asking Bob as a cook. Can you make lamb chops with ram?
You're looking at a taxidermied right?
It'd be ram chops.
Did you just
Oh, yeah.
pray that to Terry?
Yeah. Can I make ram chops?
Terry says,
As Terry is probably currently just trying to,
Okay.
work a little bit on consoling Alice.
You know, no. I'm just
like I'm not working on consoling her. I'm just basically keeping her company through a difficult time. But like the prayer that comes back is, this is kind of blasphemous to be using prayer for such a mundane question. But yes,
I would also like to point out, I'm not sure you think so. Because given the followers and some of what your followers are and some of the way you've postured yourself,
Yeah.
you
He's
absolutely
asking a
get
cooking
prayers
question.
about recipe and ingredients and people that are just trying to... That
This
is
the least
absolutely
blasphemous
something that your
thing.
followers pray to you about on a regular basis.
Put it right up your alley, David.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not.
So the answer would not be what I said. The answer would unequivocally be, of course you can. There's a great recipe I'd love to share with you in person.
Oh, great.
Yeah, the only concern would be, do you recognize that from your other followers or not?
Oh yeah, in that case it would be, since I probably didn't recognize the voice, it would be, of course you
I'll
can.
finish it with
There's
my
a...
name.
Well, no, you don't... Yeah, if you
Oh,
don't
right,
use
yeah. Yeah, never mind, yeah, I can't say back because I don't recognize him. Yep, cool.
And you have
That's
to
what
pray
he did as a
back at
message.
him, only I can respond.
Yep. That's true, Bob. That's true.
Which only really matters with followers, apparently. Other than the fact that I can say with pride, I've never prayed to any of you fuckers.
Does Lamb Chop there have a collar or?
Collar? No.
I grab the lamb and start taking him back to the
Hey,
base.
no, release me! Release me!
Well, as you walk out of the room, you just see me wholesale slaughtering the entire room.
No, okay, so
Oh,
as
yeah.
he's doing that, meanwhile, a lot of them are trying to inquire what on earth you're even talking about.
One of your fellows went and attacked a new god, and then, who happens to be a child, then came back here, and the boss says that that's an acceptable measure. I, as the god of scoundrels,
What does the boss say?
choose not to.
Boss
The
don't
boss
talk
right
to
He's
now-
over my
nobody.
shoulders right now. Like I just lift him up. He's over my shoulders.
Okay.
He can't really fight back, can he? Lamb.
It's
He's a lamb.
taxidermied.
He's
It's
a taxidermy ram.
Yeah.
This is
It's stuffed.
definitely
It's solid.
Stuff ram.
Be the kind of thing you'd see at, whatever.
Possessed object and what-
Cabela's,
an
yeah.
actual animal. Okay.
Alright, I'm a insight check.
We're just
Are
carrying
these
it under
guys,
my
like-
arm.
Yeah, you make an insight check.
Okay, to see if these guys are like actually part of the gang or just hang out here.
Like the F you do
I
with
don't
our
know if it
ram.
would be a perception or what.
Make
Can
an
you tell me
insight.
what kind of trick this
That
is?
is the wrong one.
I'll ask Bob what kind of trick this is. Where I'm holding up the ram, the stuffed ram to him. This is apparently their leader.
That'd be a 20 on my insight.
You would gather, yes, they are definitely part of the gang. You do gather a lot of them are really confused by the idea of attacking a child.
Like, they have never done it, or what?
Like, yeah, they haven't done it. That does not seem like a thing.
Who the heck
Well, I come
attacked?
back out, and
He
I
takes a
resurrect
quick-
Stu because
He takes a quick mental note of which ones look confused and tries a little hard not to kill them.
Okay, so now that I've figured that out, my next step is I'm going to pick, I don't know. Would I be able to visually figure out which one would be, like, capable? Actually, I can. I'm going to spend a minute talking to people and figure out who has the best stats for leadership. Because
How long
I'm
have they
a
been
rogue
doing this?
mastermind, and that's a thing I can do.
Okay. So while you're working on that, Stan walks out with a taxidermied ram over his shoulders.
Well, I guess like under my arm,
Okay,
that
under his
I
arm.
realized it's an taxidermied one instead of like a real one where I
Okay.
grab it by the
I
leg.
just look at it, go, that's the boss.
Apparently, we need
Throw
to
it in
take
the
him like
fire.
a. I don't trust him.
Put me back! Put me back! Put me
Throw it
back!
in the
Put me
fire.
back! Do you let the door close behind you?
What?
Do you let the door close behind you as you leave the his room?
Does it like automatically shut? Is there like?
I mean, yeah, it kind of just it shuts on its own.
Yeah, I don't go out of my way
As
to.
soon as it shuts, the voice stops.
Go back, open up the door.
Put me back in here, in there.
Leave it open. Keep walking.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
again, it starts to.
intelligence?
Min, what are you doing? Why aren't you stopping him?
Knowledge Arcana?
I mean, again, it's a voice in your head. So.
Yeah, but I assume my character's smarter than I am in real life, so...
What's your
16 intelligence?
Sure.
I rolled a 7 on that, so that's probably not good.
No,
10.
just what's your intelligence score is what I mean.
3.
Score, not modifier, please.
Oh, 16 score,
16,
sorry.
okay.
No.
You would probably assess just from this whole thing. Maybe it's not coming from the ram itself, but from something else in the room. Because it disappeared, it seemed cut off by the door of the room closing.
Go back into the room and try and... I don't know the spell. Or
So,
what are you referring to? Yes, Bob?
Bob's talking to
Spell.
people.
yeah, I've got about 15. There's 15 people.
Yeah.
I have to spend a minute with each one to figure out which one would be the best leader.
He's just interrogating.
At this point, they're fine. In fact, as you go through, once you're no longer acting like you're up for a fight and you're more wanting to get to know them, they do not at all really seem all that annoyed by the fact that you killed some of the guys over there. In fact,
Okay.
other new guys show up in the room. All right, so asking people point you out. Can I get a stout?
Okay.
Make an investigation check, Stan.
Found some winners.
Hey, I found some people I could actually turn into followers.
15 on the investigation.
Yeah, they're sheeple.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, I'm not sure where you're checking. This room is just a small room lined with curtains from the floor to the ceiling.
Rip down curtains.
And behind the back is probably another 5 feet of room behind the back curtains.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And in there is this ornate, like, ironwork framing in which is a glass jar. Floating within is a brain.
It's
some
a big
sort of
brain.
slightly yellowed looking liquid.
So this is your body?
I mean, the body was out. You took it out of the room. Bring it back to me.
I grab the jar and leave it with the second
I mean,
hand.
the jar itself is like over a foot in diameter, and it's like 2 feet tall with iron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's a big
It's heavy.
Is the brain like
Yeah.
inflated from
I think it's probably
A little bit.
right?
encephalus?
But I lift it with 14 strength?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of slow. It's like, I should have just let you take in the ram.
You just kept talking. I would have got. Oh, it was you. Sorry.
I should be smarter than this. It's all I've got left.
You're the one who condones killing children. Alright. I have someone for you to talk to.
Don't kill any children.
Oh, your soldiers did.
Deal with them personally. They're each their own men.
Alright, you're the
They,
leader,
uh,
sir.
They
Oh, what am I gonna
can't
do to
talk
stop him?
me.
I'm a bloody brain in a jar.
He has a point.
Emphasizing the bloody part.
Come on, throw a punch.
So as you're talking to people, and out walks Stan with this
brain
in a jar. As you've noticed, a few of the people have kind of gone over and started talking to the ram and seemed a little confused by why their boss is mighty silent. And you just kind of get a wave of like the room just collectively gets creeped out as all of a sudden this giant jar with a braid floating in it is brought out, and they're like,
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stir that bitch like a daiquiri. With a rapier.
And the jar, the fluid goes red.
wipe it off on the ram body. I just kind of... Okay, so through my interviewing, have I found the best person?
Good enough, yeah.
Alright. I make him the leader, inform him that all of the people in this gang will now be worshipping the old man, or I'll come back and kill you. And we'll try again with the next one.
How about I just let you know if there's any individuals who refuse so that you know to take care of them personally?
Oh, I'm not a micromanager. I expect you to handle your own people. Or else. Intimidation check? Yes, questioningly?
I mean, you can.
Brain in a jar.
See? Got rid of the gang. All in one fell swoop.
25.
They've replaced it with an evil gang, but
Oh.
hey.
I mean, I'll do my best.
Oh, I expect nothing less.
I assume Bob's gang
Do
doesn't
keep
harm
up your
children.
prayers. I then go into the boss's back room and rip down the rest of the curtains and start looting the room.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
Nothing.
There are kind of shoddy curtains.
Any daggers?
Rip down all the curtains.
Yeah.
There's no money.
No.
I
What?
go and
Wait.
check the other boss's body.
He has like
So who's in charge
8
here
gold.
now that...
Okay.
And
I take the
like a
8
wooden
gold and
club.
go over and put it in front of the guy I put in charge. I'm like, he's in charge now. They're no longer going to hurt children. You're not going to hurt children, right? That's
No.
promoting.
Not unless they hurt us first.
There you go.
Who's
Self-defense
gang?
is always fine. Excellent. Stan, you've done a great thing today. You hardly got anyone killed. Let's go back to the boat.
I didn't get anyone killed. You assaulted them. And they were evil people, so they deserve to die.
So you guys go back to the boat. You're back on the boat.
Bob's just like, hey.
You're back in the illusionary
Feel
room.
something.
It's trigger.
Rolfur is in the Oubliette. And anything else going on for evening?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Well, let's remember to do followers here. Let's see here. Let's line up our dice.
What? Old man gets stuff done.
Old man got stuff done. Okay.
I have taken out 2 crime organizations. Well, I've taken out the heads
Sort
of
of.
2 crime
Yeah, that's
organizations. Today.
Today. Those Thief Guild guys are like.
Yeah.
Just don't be part of the children murder gang and you'll be fine.
Don't assault other gods, and you'll be even better.
That works
They
too.
they fucked up twice.
All right. So
I think I had a really
Billy,
bad day.
you get 50 followers. Oh, hold on. I forgot one of the pluses. You get 80 followers.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Terry. You get 60 followers, Terry. Stan. Die. You get 20 followers. Rolfur. Oh, I need a bigger dice. Gets 50 followers.
50.
And oh, old man gets 30 followers.
I'm guessing that was 15 didn't convert.
You got mixed conversions, and I mean, obviously, like as far as you mean, like the gang here,
Mm-hmm.
that was this evening. I mean, presumably you're going to give him time to talk to him about your greatness before.
You start murdering.
Yeah.
Problems like the Crusades. You follow me? No? Okay, time to die.
No, I'm usually a lot better than that. They've managed to piss off the old man in one of the very few ways that you can.
Also, what level are you?
12.
12? Let's
Yeah.
make it 13. Let's gain a level as well.
Oh, I took out crime bosses.
Yeah, there was combat this session.
Yeah. And just in general, it's been a while coming. I've kind of meant to do it the last couple of sessions.
Pretty sure it's combat.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can all go to bed, and we will pick this back up tomorrow in the next session. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Bye.